Welcome to this video. In our previous video, we understood the principle of probability by the interesting game of coins. Today in this video, we will study the probability based on numbers. Sushant and Ayush participate in a lottery competition. There is a box containing slips with numbers written on them from 1 to 20. If Sushant picks up any one slip out of those 20 slips, then what will be the probability of getting a multiple of 3? Similarly, if any slip out of 20 slips is picked up by Ayush, find the probability of getting a prime number. Let us now discuss both these events. We know that every slip has a number from 1 to 20. That is, the number of possible outcomes of the experiment will be 20. Now the question is, when Sushant chooses a slip from these 1 to 20 number slips, then which numbers will be considered favorable outcome, that is, a multiple of 3? Between 1 and 20, the numbers 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and 18 are multiples of 3, a total of 6 numbers, whose probability we have to find. Using the probability formula, the number of favorable outcomes of the event is 6 and the number of all possible outcomes is 20. On solving this, the probability of getting a multiple of 3 is 0.3. Let us now discuss the second part of the question, where Ayush chooses a slip of prime number. Do you remember the prime numbers? Numbers that are completely divisible by 1 and itself and not divisible by any other natural number are called prime numbers, such as 2, 3, 5, 7, etc. Now, can you find the outcome favorable to the event from these 20 numbers? As you can see here, the prime numbers between 1 and 20 are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 and 19. So, we can say that the total number of favorable outcomes are 8. Using the probability formula, the number of favorable outcomes of the event is 8. And the number of all possible outcomes is 20. On solving this, the probability of getting a prime number is 0.4. Therefore, from the outcomes obtained, we conclude that the highest probability of victory comes from the slip picked by Ayush. So today in this video, we understood the probability of some events related to numbers. In the next video, we will see an interesting example based on this. Welcome to this video. In our previous video, we discussed the probability of some events related to numbers. Today we will see another interesting example based on this. Jeetu picks up a ticket from a box. Jeetu has tickets marked 1 to 101. Find the probability that the digit on the picked ticket is a perfect square number and is divisible by 7. Let's see. Given that there are a total of 101 tickets in the box, there are a total of 101 outcomes. So the number of total possible outcomes is 101. We have to find the probability of getting a perfect square number on the ticket. Between the given numbers 1 to 101, there are a total of 10 perfect square numbers, that is 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81 and 100, which are perfect squares. That is, the number of results favorable to the event is 10. Let's substitute the values of the total possible outcomes and the number of results favorable to the event in the probability formula. On solving, we get 0.099. Therefore, we can say that the probability of having a perfect square number is 0.099. Now, can you tell the probability of getting a number on the ticket which is divisible by 7? Correct answer. There are a total of 14 numbers in the given numbers which are divisible by 7. That is, the number of results favorable to the event are 14. Substituting the values of the total possible outcome and the outcome favorable to the event in the probability formula. And by solving, the probability of getting the number divisible by 7 is 0.138. Today in this video, we saw an example of probability based on numbers. In the next video, we will see some common mistakes while solving these types of questions. Welcome to this video. In our previous video, we saw an example of probability based on numbers. Today in this video, we will see an example based on probability and discuss misconceptions related to it. Vivek has a bag containing only red and blue marbles. If the number of red and blue marbles is 12 and 18 respectively, can you find the probability of taking out a red marble? Pause the video to solve the question and then match your answer. It is given that the numbers of red and blue marbles are 12 and 18 respectively, whose sum will be equal to the total outcomes. We can say that the total number of possible outcomes will be 30. As we have studied the formula for finding the probability, where the number of favorable outcomes of the event E, that is red marbles, is 12. So from the formula, the number of favorable outcomes is equal to 12 and the number of all possible outcomes of the experiment is 30. On solving this, we get the probability of picking a red marble as 2 by 5. So, we can say that the probability of getting a red marble is 2 by 5. Let us discuss a misconception. A teacher asks this question in class. If the probability of occurrence of an event is 0.3, then what will be the probability of non-occurrence of that event? Sonika and Charu select options 1 and 2 respectively. Minus 0.3, 0.7. Can you tell whose answer is correct and why? According to Sonika, the probability of an event not occurring is the opposite of the probability of it occurring. So she considers minus 0.3 as opposite to 0.3. This is the wrong answer. Because the probability is always between 0 to 1, that is, it can neither be negative nor be greater than 1. Let us now observe how Charu solved this question. According to Charu, the sum of the probabilities of occurrence and non-occurrence of an event is 1. In this question, we are given the probability of occurrence of an event 0.3. Therefore, the probability of the event not occurring is 0.7. Charu's answer is correct. In this video, we saw misconceptions associated with probability.